Hey guys, so it's been a little while since I've done a video, but I decided I want to do a video. So I want to go and tell you guys that I went and got several jobs. So I've been doing that. I've been trying to figure out the scheduling and all that on when to make videos. So right now I've been kind of working on my self-concept, and so that way when I go on video it's a lot better and all that, and figuring out like when is the best time to do a video. So I've done my 2 jobs for about 2 months at this point, and I've been trying to figure out like the scheduling part on when are the times where I have free time. And so I've realized that if I want to go and make a channel, I also need to have something else that's a little more consistent, and then if it takes off, then I can focus on that. But right now I need something consistent. So I've been kind of working on that, because when you first met me on TikTok and YouTube, I was just solely doing that and it was not going anywhere, and I was getting extremely frustrated with everything. And so I went and decided, you know what, let me just go and find something consistent, and then go and try to get this channel up and going, and I can go and focus on whatever entrepreneur endeavors I want to do. But it just takes time. So this is something that I really realized, and honestly was thinking of giving up because it just was not taking off on any of my videos whatsoever. I did an entire year worth of TikTok videos and pictures and all that, and it just wasn't going anywhere. And I thought I was gonna start getting that passive income that I've been wanting so badly, and it didn't happen. And so I was freaking out. So I decided, you know what, I need to go get a consistent job and all that, because my body was going haywire when I was doing entrepreneurship solely and all that, and knowing I didn't have something consistent coming in, and it was just very stressful, and I was in very not in a good mindset on to be relaxed. So I worked on my self-concept for a while now, and I feel a lot more relaxed than when I was doing my videos at the very beginning. So the entire point that I made social media was to follow along someone that wants to be an entrepreneur and the hardships of it, because a lot of people do not go and document the hardships of that kind of thing. They will start videoing everything after they went and became successful, and it's not very telling of the entire story. And so that's kind of what's been going on and all that, and I was thinking of just giving up and all that, and I've just realized that I'm just gonna need to keep trying and remind myself that possibly this kind of channel is a job. It's a job, my 3rd job. And like I do a lot of, so I have 2 main jobs, and then I have a 3rd job where I do work here and there kind of deal, and then this would be my 4th job. And so yeah, it's just something I'm gotta figure out on when is the best timing and all that. And so right now I have a small break, and I had to sit down with myself and say, I could be watching videos, or I could go and make a video, and it's not gonna be as great and all that, because you know I'm in my car and all that, but it is what it is. This is the perfect time. Right now is the time to do it, then say, wait, I'm gonna go do it later. So that's just kind of what I realized. And so I'm just I'm kind of sitting in my car waiting for my shift to begin, and I was like, okay, I have like 30 minutes or so right now. What can I do with those 30 minutes? So that's kind of what I've realized and all that. And I just need to see this in a different way and all that than just completely giving up and all that. And I still am wanting that passive income. Eventually it's going to happen, and I just have to keep on believing in it. And I think that giving me that small break really helped with me with my self-concept. And I've really talked to people about it and all that, and just it's just that you know, a lot of people don't really talk too much about it. So I'm gonna go and tell you guys a little bit of my experience on self-concept and all that. And just right now I'm trying to upgrade my life, you know, slowly but surely and all that. And eventually I can go back doing entrepreneur work. Though when you guys met me and all that, I'm just seeing, I've been debating a lot. Do I want to be big time entrepreneur, or do I want more of a calmer life where I just focus on me, you know, living my life and all that? So what I'm gonna do is focus on me and focus on trying to upgrade my life, you know, get a little bit, you know, better in life. And then maybe I'll think about going back to entrepreneurship. The thing is that when it comes to that, you know, people are gonna notice you, and you won't be able to just be like that regular person and all that. And it's just, so there's been like a lot of thoughts in my mind and all that on what kind of route I want in life. But right now I just want like a slower life and just focusing on, you know, improving it and being in a better place. So right now I'm in a good place. I'm very happy with whatever jobs I have, and I'm just really happy with my self-concept and just working on it and all that. So something that really helped me is that, you know, I, at first when you guys met me, I was really working on it, trying to be consistent and all that, and saying I am this and that. And that was in another video. And I think back then I was not believing in it, and I was just saying it, and I you know, kept trying to believe it, but I was like getting so nervous about it and all that. And just yeah, I would start to just get really like anxiety ridden and all that. And so when I say self-concept, is basically on your thought process on how you view yourself. So that's something that I've struggled a lot on, how I view myself. And I think that a lot of us go and think the same way on like, we have a certain perception of ourselves, but the way that outside sees us is completely different. So I just want to go over this because I think that this is not talked enough and all that. And so my perception of myself for a very long time, until probably when I turned 27, it started to change because I was really working on it. But I was hearing the same old voices from all throughout my life about, Molly, you are this, you are that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like thinking I was this. So for an example, I was told a lot of my life that I'm bad at math. And so because of that idea that got stuck in my head, I would refuse to do anything to go and improve my math skills. Like, I just would refuse to do anything, and I would not put in effort and all that, and I just would not care about the math test, blah, 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 and I would never study. And so there was this one point where someone that like kind of just met me, and I was like doing some math for them. They were like, oh, you're really good at math. And I was like, really? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that because, so they viewed me as someone that was good at math, and all along I thought I was terrible at math, even though like in school I usually made like B's, but if I probably put in the effort, probably make A's. But every other subject other than math, I made A's and everything. And I thought all my life I was just stupid because I've been told throughout my entire life, oh, Molly, you're stupid, or you're bad at math. And I would never put in the effort. And no matter how good of a grade, even if I got A's in math, I would still think that I am bad at math because this certain individual kept saying, I am bad at math. You're bad at math. You're bad at math. And so that was stuck in my head and all that. And so it really made me change my view on myself when someone said, oh, you're good at math. Because I do math very quickly in my head, I guess. Well, very like simple math, I guess. But yeah, it made me like realize, oh, that idea of you're bad at math is not even true at all. It's just all made up. And the people that are projecting things onto you is about them, and it's not really you. And it's just something that I realized. So for an example, what was it? So I thought all my life I was kind of just stupid, or like I have a bad memory or something. And I got made fun of a lot for this by people, a lot. And but there's been other people in my life that didn't know me too well, and like I would remember something and then I would remind them, whatever, and they were like, oh, you have a really good memory. And I was like, really? And they're like, yeah, like you can remember things to the last detail. And I was like, oh. And so I always had this idea in my head that I am okay, so you know, like the fish Dory from Nemo and all that. So my family, like, I've been told that I'm kind of like Dory. I don't know. And so I thought I was like kind of like that. And I was told that by someone, no, you're not, like, you have a good memory. And then some other people have told me that. And so really, I've just kind of realized, oh, that's not even true at all. Like, you are not stupid. You do have a good memory and all that. And it's just really like people around you are projecting things in you, and so you start to believe it, and it's really not even true at all. So probably in reality, I am good at math. I do have a good memory. I am smart and all that. I just was having a hard time believing in it because I was told throughout my life, oh, you're like this, you're like that. And so it's all just, you know, it's all made up, the things that are being told to you constantly. And so, yeah, that's just something I wanted to discuss, and you guys to know, like, you're not the only one to go and struggle your perception of yourself, because other people are viewing you differently. So I would be told a lot, oh, you know, you dress good or something. So I've been told I've been dressed good, but then I've been told by other people, oh, you dress awful, like you need to go on to what not to wear, blah, blah, blah. And I've been told a lot that I am, you know, like a fashion model or whatever. And so you have to remind yourself that people see themselves in a certain way, and they're going to put it onto you. And, you know, if someone says it constantly over and over again, you're going to believe it, right? Especially before bed, you're going to go and start dreaming of that. And so, I just want you guys to know that when people say you're this or that, the question is, think about who they are and what their life is and how they behave and all that, and see if those projections they put onto you, is that even true? Does that even go and correlate with you or whatever? Because there have been times in my life where I've been told like I'm a bad person, blah blah blah, And I would think really, look at yourself, you know? And so they're just projecting themselves onto you and all that. And it's just all made up. Like, all of it is made up, guys. And, I would get all worked up over it and, be upset. And, like, it would confuse me when people would say, you're this, you're that. And I would see myself in multiple forms and all that. And so, like I discussed, there would be some days you would see me like this very, I was just so happy and I'm there and aware of everything. And then there's other days where it's what happened to her? And so it's just different voices that I'm hearing in my head. And so you need to go and make your own ideas of who you are and go and think of and write it down, and that will really help you realize, like, are these even true? Are these even true? These types of ideas of who you are and all that, because this is not talked enough and all that, I think. And it just put me through a lot. And I've just really realized that at the age of 27 that, this is what I really need to work on and blah blah blah. And so I went and did that, and it just it was a huge milestone to get over it and see myself in a different way and all that. And some people have helped me realize, you're not those things that people have projected onto you. Like, you're actually this and all that. And I think that I have to think about, like, how I was back then and, like, the things that I have achieved. So, I've been told a lot. I was really stupid throughout my life. And I was like, well, I don't think a stupid person could do 3 to 4 jobs and be successful and get all A's and get a scholarship in college. Like, it just, like, a stupid person would not be able to achieve that. Like, I don't think so. And, like, because I was in college, I was doing full-time job and, like, 3 other jobs, and I was, like, doing full-time school, making all A's and all that, a scholarship and all that. And then I went and did an entire whole year of entrepreneurship, and I made it out alive. And then I went and had to start all over at one point and get a bunch of other jobs, try new fields, and all that. And, not everyone can do that. And, I have a very adaptable personality. And so a stupid person, I think, would not be able to overcome that. And so, when someone says you're stupid, like, that's their projection of themselves. That's not you. And so just remind yourself that, like, your self-concept, you're not the only one struggling. Others have, and people just don't want to mention it or to bring it out in light and all that, because maybe it is embarrassing, I suppose. But those were the main perceptions that I have gone through, where, I used to think I was like Dory or something. I don't know. And then I was told a lot that I'm kind of just like bad at math. I'm pretty stupid at school, whatever, and can't go and do things right and all that, because I used to be told a lot that I can't do things right, and it would mess with me, because I would make me very, like, self-conscious and all that, like, am I doing this right, in my head? But just remind yourself, like, when people say you do everything wrong, because I was told that a lot of my life, you do everything wrong, that's their perception of themselves. That is not you. And a lot of people have told me, like, Molly, like, how do you do all that? Like, how do you go and, do this and this right? And I'm like, really? Like, yeah. And so just remind yourself, like, it's all made up. The projections from people and your ideas of yourself and all that. Like, that's just what people have said. And you're someone else. You're only your own person and all that. And you just have to go and look at them, step outside your body and look at them and see, like, that's their perception of themselves. That isn't you. And you need to step out of your body and realize, is that really me? Is that? So that's just kind of what I want to do. And I'm planning to do more videos. I'm hoping that. And I just have to see this in a different way and not give up. And I'm hoping that I can upgrade my life. And things will be a little bit easier and all that. You know, trying to, you know, make my life a little bit better so I can go and focus on hopefully entrepreneurship and just create the life that I've always dreamed.